Oh, welcome into another episode of the No Off-Season podcast.
Hello, hello, hello.
As per usual, I am Ryan, and we have Brian is back after missing last Thursday. He's back.
Yeah, he's
Back
back.
in the building.
He
Back
finally-
baby.
he
The
decided
MVP
to
is
come to-
here.
he decided to come to work.
We have Cam Malicious in his jersey of the week,
Cameron.
and we have the guy who has the only team left in the NFL playoffs, and that would be
Yes. You heard that right, Cam. The only team left in the playoffs. Just had to throw that in.
I'm
yeah.
happy we made it that far, but we'll talk about that.
We got the number one overall pick, motherfuckers.
I mean, you're about to have the best first part of the offseason. You get the most excitement. So
Yeah,
I
you
know.
got the best April coming your way. That's
I'm
for
looking
sure.
forward to it.
Cam and I's teams mean nothing now. It's just about Jordan and Bryant's teams
Yeah.
for the time being.
everybody hates on my team on the bottom. On the bottom of the show, everybody hates my team. So
I hate the
I mean,
fans.
Yeah,
it's true.
Yeah, see that.
I think
And the
most
fans-
of the Philly hate is the fans.
It is.
90%
There
of
are
my
fans.
hate is towards the fans.
And there are a lot of dumb ones out there.
And the
Sorry,
radio
honey.
hosts. The radio hosts are fans. They're not even freaking good sports analysts. They're the
No.
most biased people I've ever heard in my life. And I'm like, please get off the air.
It's just
Well,
hard
trash.
it's hard to live in this area and deal with all of that because all of them are idiots.
The one station is called The Fanatic. So like that's kind of like their angle.
I don't care.
The trash can.
The trash can.
I legit got in my car this morning and I sat there. I'm like, there's not really any new podcasts out that I want to listen to. I don't really want to listen to music. I'll listen to a little bit of sports radio on the way there. Within the first 5 seconds, all I hear is, I think it was some guy said San Francisco hasn't allowed like 70 yards rushing or a 70-yard rusher this year. And he sat there, he's like, that's okay, because we're going to put 200 plus on them and we're going to blow them out 51-6. I was just like, all right, we're done.
Was that a caller or a host?
I was a caller. I was like, okay, we're
Oh, well, yeah. If it was WIP, that guy was probably drunk from last night. So
No, it's 97.5. And I don't care what you said. I know you said that the fans are better on that station. You're a fucking liar. God, they are so dreadful on both stations. I want to
Brian, if
gouge
you're-
my eyes out. I want to gouge my eyes out. Fuck Philadelphia. How about that?
Thank
Well,
you.
it's
Thank you.
if it's funny because normally the morning show doesn't even really have callers. So you literally
Fuck you
picked up.
fans.
You picked like the 8 callers they select in the 4 hours
Oh.
they were on. You got
You're
one.
horrendous,
Fuck
man.
your fans. Fuck your fans.
Hey man,
There's
Fuck-
no like.
Actually,
there's no,
all of us
honestly,
suck.
honestly, it's fuck Eagles fans. Philly fans, I don't really care about. It's cool. They're whatever. They're not like these boisterous, whatever. Sixers fans, they're fine. They're
fine.
the
I've had
Flyers
no
fans. Who
issues
cares?
with Sixers, Flyers, or
the
Phillies
Eagles.
fans.
It's the Eagles fans.
It's
They're the
literally
most
just the Eagles. Yeah,
annoying little shits.
they are. And now they have an annoying little shit as a head coach, so that makes everything 10 times worse.
You better watch. Only I can call him a douche.
He sucks,
No,
dude.
you
I'm
can't.
sorry. His mannerisms, everything. He's a tool.
His man,
I
they
can't
are,
stand him,
they
honestly.
are pretty annoying.
I'm
not
excited
gonna
for
lie.
that team to enter the later part of this regime and they start falling off and the fan base
Like-
rips him to shreds.
Like I said in the group chat, he's the coach that
You said
right
it,
now,
yeah.
right now, everyone's like, that's my coach. That's my coach.
No, for sure.
But he's the coach where the second things go wrong, he's getting slaughtered. And people are going to be like, stop doing those antics, grow up. It's going to
He
happen.
acquired
It's a
a
nice
super
It's a nice
he
honeymoon
acquired a
right now.
super team. He acquired a very good team and Roseman made it a super team.
Yeah, GM
Mm,
did his job.
Yeah.
Coach is doing his
That's
job
what
with that
happened.
talent. So
Brought in
Yeah.
Hassan Reddick, brought
Yeah,
in
we
AJ
just-
Brown. Like
We just jumped
I mean-
right into sports, didn't we?
well, before we really get diving into this, we have a special guest to introduce this week.
oh yeah.
This man,
the BBC is back.
the BBC is back because the B is finally back over here. Over there. I forget which direction we're going here.
That way.
It's over there. No, this way. Yeah,
that
right.
way, yeah.
Well, Cam's not there this week, so I can't Forgot to point that one.
Y'all are gonna learn
But-
that Jordan's top left, Cam's bottom right, or bottom
Well, yeah.
left. I'm bottom
well, the
right,
way
and
it-
Bryant's top right.
The way it's on Discord is like flipped on YouTube, so
Yeah,
that's
it's
why.
still confusing to me.
We'll get it. I got this.
We'll
It's
get
all
it.
right.
We'll
That's
get it,
weird
we'll
because
get it.
But-
mine's exactly how it is on YouTube.
Well, then I don't know. Anyway, this player, it is a player this week, Brian. No more coaches.
Ooh,
No coaches.
Took a great leap this year. He solidified himself as a talent.
Great.
He led this team to the #1 overall pick, ladies and gentlemen, from the Ohio State University.
Justin Fields.
Justin Fields is here, baby. Justin Fields. Brian, give it up for your quarterback. Jeez, this guy can't even give it up for his own franchise quarterback. Damn.
I don't
I
think
bet
he's
you-
sold. I don't think he's sold on his franchise quarterback.
You know what?
yet.
I bet if that was Will Anderson over there, he'd be doing jumping jacks on his screen right now.
Probably,
He
yeah. I
doesn't
mean,
even know what
unbelievable.
Will Anderson looks like.
Oh yeah, he probably doesn't either. You're right. We're sorry for the disrespect, Justin.
Oh, side note, Emily Bates had 30 points at halftime for Eastern Michigan.
Well,
Jeez.
he's allowed to take all the shots because that team has
Happened.
nobody else.
I happened to see that, and I was just like, "Oh, what's up?"
Yeah,
Yeah, Jay Fields.
Jay
Jay
Fields.
Fields.
Jay Fields in the house, BBC member.
Yes,
It's probably true both ways for him, but welcome, Justin.
All right.
Brian, any words for your guest?
Yeah. Any
Jesus.
words? My gosh, let him know. Let him know you're happy for him.
I am. I'm happy for the #1 overall pick. So if it's his doing, if it's other people's doing, I don't really give a shit. We got it.
Just look at him and say, "Hey, thanks for coming to the show."
Thanks for the #1 overall pick. Appreciate it.
Okay.
Well,
That's fair.
We'll take it.
That's fair.
We'll take it.
Yeah. What are we gonna do?
I don't know, but
We get him guest every week.
on to the next
Yeah.
part of our intro.
Well, actually,
We're switching it up this week.
No, I'm just gonna say that I believe it was a consensus that this podcast will now be once
Oh,
a
yes.
week.
Oh
Yes.
yeah.
For the time
Yes.
being, the No Offseason podcast, instead of Tuesdays and Thursdays, will be ran on Tuesdays,
Tuesdays.
mainly because there's not a lot of stuff happening between Tuesdays and Thursdays. And now
Yeah,
without
right.
the NFL season, there's even less stuff to talk about. So we decided to run it once a week. And, hopefully, because it's crazy, we all live very close to each other. We don't see each other. But we need to start making some content, like TikTok wise, sports related somehow.
Yeah.
But
We
yeah,
gotta figure that out.
but yeah,
I
we're
agree.
just one. We're gonna go to one day a week on Tuesdays, just because there's not enough
Until further notice.
Yeah.
enough happening in those 48 hours.
Yeah, with basketball, we could just recap a week's worth in one episode. Coming
Yeah,
up.
makes sense.
But
Maybe closer to draft, we can do some draft stuff. Maybe here or there, throw a Thursday,
Right.
but
Yeah, we'll
I have
see.
to look.
Possibly.
What day is the trade deadline? I think it's February 9th, right? Which that is a Thursday. So that
Yeah,
day,
we'll do
that day
do it.
we'll have one for that, and then closer to the trade, we'll probably have some trade. NFL draft.
trade talk. Yeah.
NFL draft. But until then, we're once a week for the time being.
Follow the Twitter to get your updates. No
Even though-
off-season
Even though Cam
podcast.
still hasn't posted on.
Come
I
on!
used it.
Oh yeah, we did never figure that out, did we? Well, guys, we're getting
Never,
used.
never got a text. Man, never. Hey,
What's the man?
yay.
You gotta fix the password.
Password's
Did
fine.
it.
Anyway, Jordan, as you were saying, the other.
We got to guess the jersey. That's the guess the jersey segment.
It's Joe Shiesty.
It is a Bengals jersey. I'm gonna go Jamar Chase.
Go on, Chase.
It is
Aha.
Uno.
I mean, you gotta have a Burrow jersey, right?
I do. I already wore it on
He
this
does.
podcast. It's the
Oh, you
Super
did.
Bowl.
You're right.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Bro.
That is a tough one. That Super Bowl logo on the black was tough.
Yeah, shit's sick. I gotta wear that more. I'll wear it this weekend.
Yeah.
Now you gotta
Shout
get
out Joe
T.
for proving
Higgins
me
one.
right. Nah, fuck T. Higgins until he comes to New York.
One of the coldest TikToks I've ever seen. Joe Burrow, that spin pass, I think was sick.
Okay,
But-
Justin Fields did that like beginning of the season. It's cool.
Justin
Really?
Fields doesn't have the swagger that Joe Shiesty has.
Listen, he's on our fucking podcast. So
Yeah.
you better respect the man.
All right, sorry,
Yeah,
Joe. Sorry, Justin.
Oh my God! Look at Bryant standing up for the guest.
Justin, I'm
What?
Justin,
What's
yeah,
going
Justin.
on?
I'm re-rolling my bold prediction with Justin Fields next year. You're gonna get that 4K, buddy. I feel it.
4K what?
Of
Yards.
passing yards.
The
The
Bears
first,
quarterback has never done it.
yeah. Well, guess what? Someone's got to do it, and it's Justin Fields.
And
There's
the
no
guy
way
that
he-
uses his legs way more
Yeah.
than his arm is certainly not doing it.
Maybe 4K rushing, but he's not
Yeah,
even getting
literally.
close to fucking.
This is why we call them bold predictions, people.
That's fair. He's a running back until further notice.
And until someone does it, it's always bold when it comes to Chicago quarterbacks.
He's a running back until he gets weapons.
Yeah. So is Daniel Jones.
This is true. Daniel Jones needs a number one.
Also, something came out today. I just have to say it. The Giants had the 30th ranked offensive line this year.
How does that make you? How does that make you feel?
It seems like we're making no progress, and we put a very big focus on it for the past 5 years. So, as upset as I am, it gives me hope about Daniel moving forward. So I just got to keep that in my mind.
Here's kind of what you did. You got your ends figured out, kind of.
Not
Your
really. Evan
interior.
Neal has been dog shit.
Yeah.
This is rookie year.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm the first one to give him a pass because Andrew Thomas
I
was
was gonna say,
terrible. his
Andrew
first
Thomas
year,
did
and
the
now he's a
exact
top
same
3
thing.
left tackle.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Andrew Thomas did the exact same thing.
So
but
you
our
kind of got like,
interior is like
got a big hole in the middle.
it's bad.
I think
So-
people just need to realize that sometimes guys don't come in right away and produce like these freaking guys. Like,
Yeah, I was getting yelled at in my group chat today about Evan Neal. Oh, he's really adding to that offensive line. It's like, dude, Andrew Thomas did nothing his
we've-
first season.
we've
Like,
been so spoiled with rookies coming in and doing like the stuff that
Immediate
they don't
impact.
normally did. That
Yeah.
now everyone sits there and says, "Oh, if you don't do anything your first year, you're a bust." I'm like, no, that's not true. Like, you just
Not
get
if-
spoiled. It takes 2-3 years for people.
and especially, I'm gonna say this: some guys come in more polished than others. A,
Right.
some guys come in older than others and have more experience. B,
It took Josh Allen 3
Evan-
years.
Evan Neal's very young. Like,
Josh
think
Allen
these
still
guys
hasn't
aren't,
figured it
man.
out, obviously.
Yeah, it took Josh Allen 3 years to get to the level.
Josh Allen's regressing. Nah.
Not everybody comes in like Joe Thomas or Penei Sewell, who can just come in and find their place right away and ball out. So
Yeah.
It's
those
crazy.
tackles are here and there.
Tristan Wirfs was like he came in and balled
Wirfs-
right away. I would say,
Worse,
but
yeah,
and,
worse.
and now Andrew Thomas has eclipsed him. Like, you know, it's one of those things. You just got to wait it out. And the talent's there.
Yeah.
Evan Neal has talent. We can all agree on that.
Yeah. I don't put any stock into him not being great his first year.
Yeah, me neither.
Give him time. Give that offense time.
But it was the divisional round this past weekend.
It was.
It was. The games were. I thought the games were okay. They weren't
They were-
great.
They were pretty bad, if I'm being honest.
I
Yeah,
thought
a
they
lot of-
sucked.
Yeah, like the wild card was fun. The divisional round was okay. All right,
Now
we
you're
got our
saying-
final
I think
four. We got our
this
final
is-
four.
This is the round you started to see like what teams peaked over others in terms of talent. Like it's a significant jump, right?
Well,
Yeah.
let's see. We'll go game by game. You have the Jaguars, Chiefs. It was the
Game of the week.
experienced top 2 team in the league, Chiefs,
Yeah.
versus an up and coming young Jaguars team that was just happy to be there. So I mean, you got experience. You got experience versus youngness. That happened. It is what it is. That game happened. The Eagles. Eagles are just better than the Giants. Let's face it. Like,
I mean, they're the best. We've said
steamrolled
it.
them.
Yeah.
Steamrolled them. You look at the Cowboys and the Niners. The best part of those teams are defense, and guess what showed up? The defenses.
Yep. Game.
The only
Damn
shock was the Bengals and the Bills. The Bills got locked down by the Bengals.
Yeah. No,
For me, that wasn't as much of a shock as some people, but yeah, I agree.
I think it's the way. I don't think the result is possibly a shock. I think it's the way it happened. Like I don't know if anybody.
Yeah, like pure dominance. No, I
Yeah,
agree. I agree.
I don't know if anybody
agree.
saw the Bengals basically running that game.
The
Yeah.
Bills could get let's start on that game. Screw
Yeah,
it. Let's
why
just
not?
start
Yeah.
on that game.
Sure, let's do it.
Sure.
Yeah.
I mean, 27-10. I mean, Joe Shiesty just went out there and did his thing. He's like, I'm calm, cool, collective. We're going to run this offense. We're going to score some points. And we're going to get out of here. It was just a business as usual kind of day. He never really had to make this super play or have the team on his shoulders or anything. It was just an all-around insane effort on both sides of the ball. And the Bills, look, lost. That defense just got shredded to pieces over and over again. Couldn't stop them on third down. And on offense, the Josh Allen, I have to have the whole weight of the team on my shoulders, fell apart.
They got to switch up that offensive philosophy next year and incorporate the run more often and not abandon it as much as they did.
It can only get you so far. And it might get you to a Super Bowl one time, but you're not constantly going to get there when your quarterback has to do what he has to do.
Does he have to do that, though? I feel like he doesn't have to run the ball for 60 yards a game and not have James Cook or someone you picked up before the trade deadline, Naheem Hines, or Singletary.
Yeah.
I mean, you have 3 running backs that are more than capable of catching balls out of the backfield, and you threw it to them 3 times total.
Yeah.
It's
kind of like
terrible.
Yeah. I mean, it's they almost need to incorporate what the Chiefs do. Like we all associate the Chiefs as more of a pass happy offense, but when they need to run, they're able to run effectively, and like the Bills have not been able to do that. So if that's the philosophy they're going for, they just need to find a way to be more effective in the run game.
You say your 3 best teams in the AFC at the moment are the Bills, the Chiefs, and the Bengals. And when you look at it, the Bills have to rely on Josh Allen, whereas the Bengals and the Chiefs, if they need to, can rely on the run game to end a game. And the Bills can't do that.
Correct.
And the Chiefs really rely on it with Pacheco and...
Oh, there's if you watch all their games, there's games where Mahomes throws for like 200 and like Pacheco and McKinnon and all them are, they have like
even
200 something total yards and touchdowns. Yeah, I mean, it doesn't happen all the time, but I mean, you look at it and their running backs are going like 12 carries for 98 yards and a touchdown.
Yeah.
McKinnon, 5 catches, 67 yards, touchdown. Like,
it's effective. They're just effective with it. They're efficient.
I mean, I think as much of as this game was like the flaws of the Bills, I think we got to take a step back and realize how good Joe is.
No, for sure.
I mean, we talked about it on last week's podcast. Like, I was nervous about it, even though I picked the Bengals to win. That offensive line has 3 starters that are not on it right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they won that game handedly. Like, that says a lot about Joe and what he's able to do. Like, he doesn't flinch.
There wasn't much pressure on him. There wasn't much pressure on him at all.
No. But that's next guy up mentality. He promotes that, right? His whole career has been that. Ohio State, right? LSU transfer, go there, try to win the starting job. Like, that's his mentality.
He knew where he was going half the time with the ball before the ball was even snapped. He's a smart dude.
I mean, that coverage looks soft though, man. Like Jamar got open. And honestly, that second touchdown, that was a touchdown.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't.
Not that it mattered to the end result of the game, but I'm just saying Jamar is.
I don't know what a touchdown is anymore. Not
literally, yeah. The one in the back of the end zone, Bryant, where he reached up and like that,
where
and
the ball might have moved like 2 millimeters.
Same thing with Diggs a week ago.
If it's not a question that the dude had control of it, then why are we? I don't understand why they feel like they need to review it.
It was a stupid call, in my opinion. Like I said, it didn't change the outcome of the game, but that was a beautiful thrown ball and catch. But
a lot of people were like, "That's the NFL's way to get the Bills back in, so they have to kick a field goal and not a touchdown."
Yep.
Yeah, I mean that's what I thought watching that.
Yeah, no, but Joe's kind of that. They were talking about it. I heard him talking about it on the radio. they're saying he's kind of got that like Peyton Brady kind of like where it's like he can dissect the defense, but like just by looking at it, he's kind of that film junkie on the sideline. So I think these guys look so open because Joe knows exactly where to go with the ball and when to be there and when it's going to be open. So it's a beautiful combination of him and Taylor.
I agree. I've watched a lot of film on him, and like he gets rid of the ball before the players even turn around. Like it's wild the shit that he's able to do.
No, he's good.
And that Bengals defense is underrated. No one talks about it because there's no superstars really outside of Jesse Bates.
Awuzie is pretty solid.
He is, but I mean,
but he's out.
The casual doesn't really know too much.
They have a solid pass rush too with Hendrickson and Hubbard.
Hubbard's good, and Hendrickson. Yeah.
I miss watching him sack Penn State quarterbacks. Sorry, I'm done taking shots.
I'm after that playoff game, I'm officially on the Joe Shiesty's number 2.
Thank you, boys. Thank you.
Yeah.
I'll say he's 3. Just kidding.
He's all right.
He's probably out of the league in a few years.
Probably out of the league in 2 years.
It's not even like. But I would agree that Joe's right there with Mahomes.
And everyone's getting mad at Stephon Diggs, and I'm kind of sitting there like, hey man, I'd get mad too.
He's a competitor, bro. What do you expect?
I'm like, you've been a top team. You've been a top team the last 3 years, and you haven't made the Super Bowl. I'm a little mad.
He's a little too emotional though. Like his little, he can get on his fucking violin.
See, people said that about Odell, and I didn't agree. I was like, I like that passion. Like I know Odell wanted to win.
When do you hear about Stephon Diggs?
Yeah, I'm gonna say that's like the first time I've ever heard.
After every time he doesn't get the ball, he complains. You see it on the you see it on the side.
Every receiver in the NFL.
No. Not as much as him. He is every single time they do not throw him the ball, he throws a temper tantrum. And then Josh Allen has to come over and give him a hug and say, buddy, I'm sorry. I'll get you the ball next time.
It's every
Grow the fuck up. You're a professional football player. If you don't get the ball thrown to you, you don't get the fucking ball.
I'd probably say AJ Brown's more of a baby than Stephon Diggs. I mean, that man was pouting on the sidelines, and we were up 38-7 about to go to the NFC Championship game.
AJ Brown is a diva.
Yeah, that dude's a straight diva.
All wide receivers are divas. Come on, it's been said plenty of times before. They're all divas.
1000%.
They're all divas.
Most of them are, but 90% of them are for sure. Isaiah Hodgins isn't.
Who's that again? Yeah, that's what
I thought. Star Giants receiver. No.
I feel like the Bengals look. I feel like the Bengals made the biggest statement of the weekend.
They're just confident, man. Everything they do, and that's because of Joe. But they just look confident all the time. Doesn't matter who they play.
I don't know. He has a fucking incredible offense around him.
That is
he
true.
does, but once again, O-line decimated.
Well, we'll really find out about a lot of these quarterbacks because they're all coming off their rookie deals here. So like Burrow's about to make the bag. Hurts is going to get paid. Hurts is going to get paid. Like so, a lot of these guys that have really good years now, I'm really going to find out how good they are in the next couple of years because that talent around them is not going to be able to be as high because the money.
When you look at it, all 4 teams left have tremendous offenses.
They do.
Like it's loaded offensively for all 4 teams. And with that being said, the Bengals are playing the Chiefs, who knock out the Jaguars 27-20. Obviously, the news of that one is Patrick Mahomes' health with a high ankle sprain. He's gonna play next week, but he's not gonna be Patty Mahomes that we know.
Heck no.
I don't know how much mobility he's gonna have, if any. It'll be very interesting to see, but they take care of the Jaguars 27-20. It's just kind of was the Chiefs just having that experience got them over, and the Jags never being there. But unbiased, even though I'm a Jaguar fan, you have to feel confident in the Jaguars going forward, going to Arrowhead and only losing by 7. That's.
I mean, it was
Whether Mahomes is healthy or not, it's still a 7-point game. You still played good.
No, they played great. Yeah.
You had a fumble on the 4-yard line That swung the game.
Yeah.
And so, I mean, but, Chiefs just handle business, do what they do, and they're back in the AFC Championship game. It's their home.
The Jags are going to be good moving forward, man. I'm looking forward to seeing what Trevor does with that offense next year.
I think the AFC is going to be a battle the next couple of years of
MV.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm putting money on him to win it. Him and Joe, they're my two future bets next year.
Same. Yeah, the next couple of years is going to be just like a tight battle of Chiefs, Bengals, and Jaguars. Probably. I think you're going to see a rotation of those teams. Just playoff matchups galore.
Could be, yeah.
I mean, still Buffalo too. Buffalo's definitely going to be in there, but
if Herbert gets a head coach one of these days, maybe him too.
Miami, the AFC is loaded.
Yeah, AFC's got a lot of talent. So
and honestly, the Steelers, if Kenny Pickett improves a lot, I mean, they came on at the end too.
Yeah.
The Pats just got Bill O'Brien too, who I think is a pretty good offensive coordinator.
They have Mac Jones at quarterback. I don't give a damn.
No, I agree, dude. I'm the first person to say Mac Jones sucks, but if anyone can coach him out of what he's doing right now, it's probably Bill.
If the Jets get a average quarterback, they're better than the Patriots. The Patriots are the worst team in the division.
But that's also a division that I think all 4 teams can make it.
Yeah. I mean,
and we saw that this year.
Will we ever see a day where a conference gets every team in?
No. We were, I think, as close as it's ever gotten this year. 2 divisions.
No. The Commanders commanded, unfortunately.
They commanded, yeah.
And then, I mean, you have Baltimore, who's always got a solid team. The Browns, who knows if Deshaun Watson, if he somehow turns back into old Deshaun.
Yeah.
That makes that offense interesting. The AFC is just...
Yeah.
I don't think Lamar's on that team anymore.
I don't either, but we'll see. I think he's going to get signed and traded. They're going to franchise him and dip.
That is the story of the offseason right there.
Yeah,
and Aaron Rodgers, too. Not that he's a lot older, right? Yeah, obviously, we saw the regression, but...
Lamar's won. This offseason.
Oh, without a doubt.
Yeah.
Top 10 quarterback, top 8, top 6.
Back up.
Chiefs, Jags.
Yeah, back to the game. I think the difference in that game was, the Jaguars letting up that end of the first half drive to Chad Henne. I think that was kind of like, because if they don't give that up, it's a tie game and overtime, and anything can happen with what Patty Mahomes was working with. Giving up that drive to your backup quarterback, was it 12 plays, 83 yards?
That was also Pacheco going crazy.
Yeah, he did have that one big run on the run. Yeah.
Like I said, the Chiefs can do that.
He bounced it outside. I was like, damn, this guy's off to the races.
He bounced it outside. I was like, oh no. I was like, oh no, he's got yards.
He's quick, bro.
They got him on that.
Yeah.
I think you got to I don't know. You got to give it up to the Chiefs a little bit for closing out that game.
Oh, of course.
Two. Just because of Patrick. Like, you're talking about the best quarterback in all of football. Going down with a high ankle sprain, very tough to play through. He came back in, threw a touchdown one-legged, took a couple shots.
Speaking of shots are a hell of a thing, man. You get shot up right in that leg a couple times, you ain't feeling shit.
Yeah, no, he's gonna.
You're good to go. He's running fucking 40s.
Yeah, those doctors were pumping it in him for sure.
Yeah,
there is no way anyone's going back on a high ankle sprain.
It's his plant. It's his plant leg too, right?
Oh, it's his right leg.
Yeah, that you drop back on. You plant on your drop.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, he's I don't know.
Bengals by 6.5.
Yeah, I'm about to say I'm rolling Bengals this week if that's the case. Because
they beat
him healthy last year.
I will say,
they would have beat him healthy this year too.
If I didn't watch the game and you told me Travis Kelce had 15 catches, I would have been like, Jesus Christ, he broke the single game record. He didn't even have 100 yards.
No, he didn't. He had 98, right?
Yeah, that was crazy. I was like, oh, all right.
4 yards here, 5 yards here, 4 yards here. That was his game.
Yeah. I mean,
and if he develops that, dude, that dude's got another 6 years in him. If that's all he's doing.
But anyways, so we'll have Chiefs Bengals in the AFC Championship game. Head over to the NFC, and we'll start with the drubbing of the weekend.
Yes.
The Eagles destroyed the Giants 38-7, and it is no shot at Cam. We just have to say it how it was. It wasn't a football game. Giants were riding in high.
Not
You
wrong.
know, we talked about it. Are the Eagles, faltering a little bit? And the Eagles came right back to being the Eagles they were all year. Giants were outmatched, and the Eagles walk out of the link with a very easy win.
Yeah,
Giants look pretty they looked pretty unprepared, I'm not gonna lie. And the Eagles' talent just took over. I said at the beginning of the podcast, at some point, the talent just takes over, right? The Jags, great story, right? Amazing, ascending franchise. Giants, same way, right? Ascending, not as much talent as the Jags, but at some point, you just meet your match, and that's what happened.
Yeah, when you're
something, it was an ass kicking.
It was, yeah. And listen,
that was pitiful.
Listen.
I put a lot of money on that game, and
Well,
not a
whose fault is
single
that?
one of them hit on the
Whose fault
Giants.
is that?
Every single one
Very
on the
good.
Eagles hit.
Very sorry you did that, by the way.
I wouldn't have done that, not with that defense and our O-line. No shot.
But Wink Martindale's defense tried to bring it, and they did hit Hurts on the first drive, right in the shoulder too.
They did.
That man popped right back up. So I don't know if he was getting that cortisone pumped in his shoulder or what. But
I'll be honest with you. As soon as Dallas Goedert caught that ball one-handed, because we had you guys stopped right there. That was a 4th down field goal coming in. He caught that ball one-handed. I was like, this game's over. Ash, any of our friends that I was with that night, I said that game was over after that drive.
It wasn't over until the 4th down sack, the following drive by Reddick when you guys were going in. That's because that got the crowd involved. That pass rush just kept coming and coming. And then punting the ball at the start of the 4th quarter when you needed 3 touchdowns. I was like, they waved it right there. That was a quit right there already.
I mean, yeah, you just
Yeah, but like you said,
beat down all game. This is what it is.
It's you can't really. There's not much to say about.
The teams that belong in the championship games are there.
They're there.
They are there.
So
I was excited about what was happening, right? A little juiced up, fired up, but I got dropped back to reality, and we're not there yet. Simple as that.
As Joe Burrow said, send them their refunds. Send some Giants fans their refunds for coming down for that one.
Fucking pay for shit.
Yeah, right. But yeah, I mean, a story though. I mean, the Eagles, some of their injury concerns going in. Obviously, Maddox is still out with the toe, but like Lane Johnson had that injury. He hobbled a little bit, but he held up for the most part pretty well. And like I said, Jalen Hurts took a couple hits on that shoulder. He still was looking good throwing the ball. He didn't throw for a whole lot, but obviously the game they dominated in the trenches. So you got to going forward. I mean, maybe there's not as many limitations with the shoulder as we thought.
Who was Lane blocking against?
Was that Ojolari? I think Thibodeau and Ojolari go back and forth on. Do they, Cam? You would know more than I do.
Yeah, I mean,
it was mostly Thibodeau, and he still doesn't know who the fuck Jeff Saturday is.
Yeah,
can you imagine if he went up against Jeff Saturday? He got fucking pancaked. Lane Johnson had half a leg.
Yeah, Thibodeau talked a lot of crap this year for like
a lot of shit for no reason.
And he showed a lot of promise, but yeah,
most pressures out of any rookie.
Well, now he's got to actually get those pressures into sacks. Yeah, no, he's going to be good, but
I mean,
he had 4.5 sacks and missed 4 weeks. I don't know what you want me to tell you. I think he had a great season. Great rookie season.
Rookie?
No,
have 8 sacks in 14 games. I don't know.
No, he'll have double digits.
Yeah, he'll be going for it. He'll be a 10 to 14 sack guy.
I didn't watch the game. I won't even lie to you, so I don't have much to say about this game.
That's fair.
Game.
Other than I'm glad I didn't.
You probably are a happy man.
Trenches dominated. Eagles ran a lot. Next game.
I saw 21-0, and I was like, cool. All right then, that game's over.
This is where the Niners get to,
Yeah, and then
it's gonna be a much tougher game.
Then I saw Twitter be like, "Are the Giants gonna do what the Jags did?" I'm like, "Yeah, the Eagles are a little different than the Chargers there, but
yeah."
And we'll move on.
The Eagles will run the ball. The Chargers will not.
And we'll move on to the closest game of the week, but it wasn't that entertaining if you liked offense.
What was supposed to be game of the week?
Well, I thought Buffalo, Cincinnati was.
That's true.
But, yeah, Cowboys and 49ers, defensive slugfest. Purdy and Prescott were not good at all. The end of the game was turnovers. That's what changed the game. That's what won the game. And yeah, San Francisco won in a pretty sloppy game.
Very
sucked.
Moved on.
Yeah, if you love defense, this was your game. If you wanted some,
I love defense. I loved it, honestly. I was like, hell yeah.
It was
if you
fun,
wanted,
man.
if you wanted a little scoring mixed in, this was not your game. Yeah, like you said, it was the 49ers capitalized on a couple turnovers, and the Cowboys could not.
The
Cowboys
Dallas
missed a
actually played.
lot of interceptions. There was
Yeah,
like
no, they
4 or 5 that were in
Yeah.
their hands, and I was like, y'all gotta get one.
Niners
And
also
kicks.
missed a couple too. Just gonna put that out there.
That's
Even
what
though
I'm saying,
Dak
though,
threw too, like yeah.
Oh no,
it's just-
yeah, but they actually got some though.
Yeah,
They
they
did, yeah.
capitalized on a few. And, yeah, that's the. I mean, I
Dallas
thought that,
actually.
I'm just saying,
They
I know there's all this love for Brock Purdy, and I'm just like, Brock Purdy was not good. He was
no,
not good again.
He was running for his life most of the game.
And
That was his worst game I've seen him play.
He
Yeah, for
tries
sure.
he tries to play Madden. He'll
He
roll
thinks
out,
thinks he's
and then
padding.
he'll roll
Just-
back and go like
He
20 yards, and I'm like, dude,
dude,
it's
what are you
it's coming. I don't know what horseshoes up your butt right now, but you're about to start throwing picks, and it might happen in the link.
Yeah, it might.
no, he better hope he doesn't get sacked for a big loss on Sunday because I think, as Cam said, he underestimated how much home field advantage means in our group chat. But yeah, if he did the sack early, the crowd was gonna be on his ass all night. So, but I thought the game would have changed when the Dallas got that fumble on the punt return because like they were right there, and I was
And
like,
only
this
got
could
a
be
field goal out of it.
this could be the game changer, and they just couldn't get in the end zone.
Tony Pollard going down was huge.
That
Killed
changed their whole
the
entire
offense.
offense.
I've said it all year. That's a totally different team when Tony Pollard became the starting running back. That offense was explosive. When it's just Zeke, there's not much you can do. Like Zeke's gonna get you 2 to 3 yards, and then it's got to be Dak making the plays.
So that's the
Vanilla
funny
Zeke.
part. He's a unrestricted free agent now. So
Yeah.
bye.
And Zeke's until 2027.
Yep.
Yeah, you're paying what, 12 million for a short yardage running back right now?
I think he's 16 million.
No. Is he really?
He might be. I'll double check, but yeah, he's a lot of money
I thought
for
he's
what is
16. I thought he's 16
Yeah.
against the cap or something.
Because
There's 16 somewhere on it.
Yeah, either way.
That's Jerry Jones being infatuated with Zeke, and I love Zeke. Zeke's one of my favorite running backs of all time, but that contract was bad. And I was like, he's already on the down slope. Why are you giving him an extension? What are we doing?
Where were we at?
this is something that the Giants are gonna have to deal with Saquon. Like
his cap hit next year is 16.7.
16.
16.7 followed by 14.3. At age 30, he's going to be making 17.1, and then 26 is 16.6.
I wonder what happens if you caught him now.
16.
Your
I'm just saying, like
your dead cap's going to be 11.
your dead cap
is
Yeah,
11.
dead cap's like 11.
11 point, basically 12 million.
Mm-hmm.
So you're really only saving $4 million.
Just ask him to restructure at that point.
It's Jerry Jones being a terrible owner again. Like, let's face it.
Well, I guess there's a potential out after next year, and it would be the 11.8. So they'll probably keep him next year, but cut him the following year because then it drops to 6. So
Makes sense. Yeah.
But you look at the Cowboys. The Cowboys made 2 terrible moves. They got rid of Amari Cooper, who they really could have used,
Mm-hmm.
and they signed Zeke to a contract that he's not worth anymore.
Mm-hmm.
And now you can't really pay Tony Pollard.
No,
yeah,
like Tony Pollard's gonna walk.
He's 25 years old.
And guess what? As much as I like CD Lamb, you don't have a number 2 receiver.
No, you don't.
You don't really have a number. CD Lamb is good, but he is
CD Lamb's a 1.
He's a slot.
He's a 1.
He's a slot. He's a Jarvis Landry.
He's a one that you can put to the slot. What are you talking about? I hate the Cowboys, and I'll even say this.
He's
I love your
Jarvis
controversial.
Landry.
Not even close. He's more explosive than Landry ever was.
CD Lamb is unreal, man. He's a
all right. We
big time talent.
We all just fell for Brian's troll trap. Damn it!
Did we?
100% we did. We all just
out of the
reacted.
league within the next 5 years.
Fine.
All right.
Oh God, here we go.
I love it, but shut up. No, he's a 1. I think could this possibly have been the last year in the window for Dallas? Because they have a lot of decisions to make.
No, because I think that defense is still great.
Yeah, but I think Dak Prescott holds them back big time.
The offense is gonna be interesting because probably not playing Pollard. Dak's not the quarterback.
O-line's gotten old as shit.
Their O-line's still really good though, and that
so
Tyler
good.
Smith draft pick's really good. That was a good pickup for them.
I think if I'm Dallas, second round, I'm kind of thinking, I'm like, or maybe I mean Jerry Jones likes to move up.
Yeah, he does.
What if Anthony Richardson falls and he falls in love with Anthony? I could see Jerry Jones falling in love with Anthony Richardson.
Me too.
100%.
Yeah,
I would love that because that dude's
Yeah.
a project. It's gonna take him at least 2 or 3 years to really get going in the NFL. So
yeah,
he is a project. Once you unlock that talent, whew.
if you can, then
it's an if, but I like him as a prospect.
But yeah,
or they go all fucking Dallas and go get Trey Lance somehow.
That's a possibility.
That's interesting. Yeah, that's a really interesting one because I could.
Like, what's his trade value now? It can't be.
What the hell? What the hell is San Francisco gonna do? You got
a third round pick.
You're paying. You're paying 3 fucking quarterbacks at this point.
Yeah. Well, I mean, 2 are on rookie deals, and
they're probably gonna keep
the
Brock
highest
and Jimmy.
Back.
Well,
I don't know.
Well, Garoppolo only came back for 1 year, so he's in.
I guess. Yeah.
Yeah. No, that's a. I do not want to be in that.
If the Niners stick with Brock Purdy, it will screw their franchise up for years.
100%.
I don't care what anyone says. I don't care what anyone says. I don't care about all this Brock Purdy love. He's not that good.
No.
I agree.
You trade 3 of them away for someone else like Aaron Rodgers, and then or Derek Carr.
I mean, Aaron Rodgers' name has been linked to the Niners. I mean, you could trade Trey Lance to the Green Bay.
He is a Cali guy, isn't he?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Him in that offense, I'm going to be honest with you, they make the Super Bowl next year.
I'm about to say, Brady's a Cali boy, too.
Yeah,
I mean,
but Brady talked about.
Rodgers has more juice than Brady does at this point, in my opinion.
It's very.
I agree, but
more ayahuasca than anyone.
Yeah, I don't know.
Ayahuasca.
I don't know if John Lynch is dumb enough to maybe splurge on a 46-year-old Brady.
I wouldn't.
Yeah, I think John Lynch is too smart for that.
Shot at Rodgers,
but again,
Mark Davis 100% would,
but again, Green Bay said they're not going to trade to an NFC team, so the 49ers, Aaron Rodgers seems like a pipe dream at this point.
Bring on Derek Carr then, baby, or Lamar.
Yeah, San Francisco's got a interesting offseason ahead.
Yeah, they're gonna. Damn, yeah.
You know what?
About this.
What if they do sign Lamar and sign and trade and get Trey Lance and some picks?
Here's the thing.
Baltimore.
You look at their roster, and the only person really that they're paying is CMC.
Didn't they give Debo a contract?
Debo just got a contract.
It's nothing crazy though.
It's like 14 something
15
million a year.
15
but you're not paying Ayuk.
Oh no, he's getting like 20.
Okay. I know he had that holdout earlier in the year.
Yeah, he's got to be getting 20.
You got to be paying Bosa now too.
Annual salary of 23.8.
Well, his cap hits only 8.6 this year, and then but it goes in that next year. It goes into effect in 24, and it'll be 28.5.
Oh,
yeah, it jumps up at 28 for his 28th year.
Garoppolo might be done. You trade Trey Lance and some picks. Bring Lamar to San Fran.
Brent Williams, they're probably paying big money to too.
I would be honest. Lamar Jackson with Shanahan as his coach, that would be scary. Shanahan's an offensive genius. He'll find a way to make the
with Debo and CMC and Kittle and Ayuk and
he would find a way.
That offense would be so much fun to watch.
He would find a way to make Lamar a better passer and not run as much, which would be terrifying for him.
It'd be West Coast, and that's perfect for Lamar.
Because he doesn't have to take as many deep shots, be as accurate deep, and when it is
intermediate deep, screens, it's perfect for Lamar.
Him and CMC next to each other.
Yeah.
Well, whatever version of CMC you get,
that's a guaranteed Super Bowl appearance.
Well, okay, let's get back to playoffs.
Yeah, sorry.
So we're gonna go NFC. Eagles host the Niners. Since we're only doing once a week, we won't be back until next week. Who are you choosing, Bryant?
Niners, and Brock Purdy throws for over 340 yards.
Cam.
Wow.
Niners, and Brock throws under 340 yards. But that was my pick at the beginning. Like I've had this pick for literally
absolutely.
since.
No,
Yeah, I gotta ride with him now. I gotta ride with him.
So Jordan.
I mean, I'm picking the Birds at home.
Yeah. I think it's fairly
okay.
Fair.
So
I think Jalen throws for over 300 yards.
I'm taking the Eagles, but I told this to Jordan, and I think I cracked a code in the NFL. Right?
Oh yeah, yep. The theory. I was gonna bring it up earlier, but I'm glad you did it.
Cracked a code. Okay.
We did crack a code. He did.
The number one sports podcast in the world is
no off-season podcast.
I wish.
We're working our way there, baby.
Hold on, but it
hypothetically, we are the number one podcast in the world.
It is the New Heights podcast with Travis and Jason Kelsey, right?
I know.
That podcast didn't exist in the preseason. It didn't come into tuition until during the season. Don't you think it's a coinky dink that Travis and Jason are in the championship games? Because the NFL wants people to listen to that podcast to be number one. So the Eagles and Chiefs are going to the Super Bowl. And if you looked at all their guests, it's been the quarterbacks of both teams to get more people to have their eyes on this team. And then Gronk. And Gronk's going to the Super Bowl. Everything's tied into the Super Bowl. The NFL has it rigged. It's Eagles, Chiefs, Super Bowl.
That's unfortunate when you both get that wrong. But I mean, it's okay. It's a good. You looked into it. You did your research.
I'll be honest with you. I respect it because I was thinking about that today. Actually, when I was listening to like one, I forget what I was listening to. Probably First Take or something. They brought up like the New Heights podcast.
No,
it was Pat McAfee show.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry if you listen to First Take.
Yeah, seriously.
No. It was Pat McAfee show, and they were talking about
not disrespect Pat McAfee like that.
Yeah.
Oh, I love Pat McAfee.
You said First Take. You said First Take.
There.
Sorry, yeah, that was disrespectful. But they were talking about New Heights, and it got me thinking. I was like, damn, do they really want this to happen? So I'm glad you picked up on that because there's a little bit of me that's kind of suspicious about that too.
I say that yesterday or Sunday.
Yesterday.
Okay. Yeah.
See, and here's where I think you're wrong.
Joe Burrow is gonna crush Patty Mahomes for the fourth.
They're both gonna lose, and then they're gonna do their podcast at the Super Bowl.
I mean, they're probably gonna do the Super Bowl regardless.
Yeah, they probably are. But I mean,
the week of the Super Bowl, my goodness gracious.
Honestly, I don't care who goes to the Super Bowl because I think any matchup's a really good matchup.
Yeah.
So
I mean, these four teams, hell yeah.
Yeah. So
I've been watching for the commercials since 2008. So I mean,
that's a bit.
Well, you know. All right. So I have Chiefs, Eagles. We'll just do the whole Super Bowl prediction. Cam.
Bengals, Niners.
Bryant.
Same.
Jordan.
Chiefs, Bengals.
Chiefs, Bengals.
Nice. That would be probably the best Super Bowl.
Yeah, in the AFC Championship game. They're going to play twice.
I would still love my chances.
Huh?
I would still love the Eagles' chances in that one.
You do know you said Chiefs, Bengals, right?
Eagles, Chiefs. I can't talk to Eagles, Bengals. Damn it.
What is it?
I was just like, I was like, does he not get that he said Chiefs, Bengals? He said the AFC Championship game.
I think I meant I would like Eagles matchups against either or. I mean, obviously, if you're in the Super Bowl, you love your chances because you're there. So
I'll be honest with you though, I think Joe Burrow takes it to you if they both get there.
I will say,
my man Shiesty coming back for more.
If Shiesty goes to the Super Bowl back-to-back years, he's not losing.
Yeah, no shot. That man is going to do everything under his power to win that. I don't care if he has to drag Alex Kappa out of a wheelchair. He's winning that game.
I feel like that offense is the exact same.
Well, it's really
like
good.
If you put them next to each other, I feel like
of which teams?
Eagles and Bengals.
Oh, wow.
It's pretty similar.
You look
very
Chase,
good tight end. You
Brown,
got
Goddard.
Yeah.
Kind of Hurst. I guess. Hurst has been.
Would you rather have Hurst or Goddard?
Goddard.
I'd rather have Goddard.
Would you rather have Chase or Brown? Chase. Any day of the week.
Chase.
I'd rather have T than.
I'd rather have T than Devontae too.
I'd rather have Joe Mixon than Miles Sanders.
That one's closer.
But then you got Tyler Boyd as well.
And I'd rather have Joe Burrow over Jalen Hurts.
No doubt.
I
mean, I'd rather have that offensive line and defensive line.
Oh, yeah. I'm about to say, the thing in that
good.
game would be the offensive line.
That's what gets me scared because they're one in the trenches.
Best O-line in the league.
That pass rush is no freaking joke.
Alrighty, boys. It's game time.
Game time!
It's game time. And if you were here last Thursday, we had a little game. It's our own Family Feud. It's our own version of Family Feud. But now that we have 3 people, it's going to be a little more interesting.
Yes.
So, I have 4. Categories.
Categories, yes.
And you all are going to get 1 category to start each, obviously. You get 3 strikes. Now what we're going to do is the next person's going to get 2 strikes, and then the last person's going to get 1 strike.
Okay.
But again, that third person can steal the whole thing. Or if that second person gets 2 right, I'm going to give them the round. So it's a chance.
I'll let you keep track of everything. We'll just be the guessers.
Yeah,
so,
you got it.
Bryant, since you were not here last week, you're going to go first, and I'm going to spin the wheel. Boom! Defensive points per game in the NBA. Bryant, I need you to give me the top 5 NBA defenses in points per game.
Wait, that means at least amount of points.
Yes.
Boston.
The Celtics. 1 strike.
Oh, there goes my first guess.
Oh, do I keep going?
Yeah.
Yeah, you get 3 strikes.
Just like Family Feud.
Oh. How about Milwaukee?
2 strikes.
This is not going well.
No, it's not.
It's a really tough game.
This is difficult.
Denver?
3 strikes.
I feel like everybody gives up 100 points a game too now.
Jordan.
Yeah.
You are.
I'm gonna go.
They do. That's why.
I'm gonna go the Brooklyn Nets.
That's a good guess.
The Brooklyn Nets are 5th.
I just got in there. Are the Philadelphia 76ers up there? I don't think so.
3rd.
Oh, wow. That's a shock to me. Holy shit.
All right, if you get 1 more right, I'll give you the round.
Okay. I'm gonna go. Man. I want to say the Knicks. Probably not. Yeah, that's what I thought. That's what I thought. Thibodeau's defenses are usually really good. All right.
I would have thought so.
I got 1 guess, right? I got 1 left.
It's all or nothing for you, bud. Get it right, you take the round. Get it wrong, it's to Cam.
Yeah, no, I know. Man. The New Orleans Pelicans? Yeah, that's what I thought.
Cam, you can take the round. There's 3 teams left. The 1, the 2, and the 4.
Man, who's the top defensive team in the league?
I gotta just throw out the Clippers here, just because they have Kawhi and PG.
Yeah, I was like,
number 4.
Damn, snuck in there.
So Cam, you have 45 points.
Does that mean they just can't score for crap? Because they're like hovering around 500.
The number one defensive points per game allowed is the Cleveland Cavaliers.
Really?
At 107.3.
Yeah, everyone gives up 100 now, so it's hard.
I'm impressed by that because Donovan Mitchell's not known for his defense, but they obviously have Evan Mobley and all those guys.
Mobley and Allen's
a stud in the middle.
Yeah, Mobley and Allen probably can cover the pick and roll.
And the Miami Heat are number 2.
Still,
that was my second guess. Nice.
Yeah, I always forget about them.
Number 2, the Miami Heat.
Damn junkyard dogs down there.
Alrighty, Cam takes that round 45. We're gonna spin the wheel, and Jordan, your category.
At minutes per game?
is NFL team total rushing touchdowns.
Ooh, rushing touchdowns. Okay. I gotta guess the top 5.
6.
Top 6.
Ugh.
All right. Let me go with the San Francisco 49ers.
Number 5.
Nice.
Right on. Philadelphia Eagles.
Number 1.
Obviously.
Yeah, I'm about to say.
Obvious.
This is where it gets tricky. I'm gonna go with the Tennessee Titans. Okay. No, they threw a lot. Oh, yeah. The Bengals. Okay, they threw a lot.
This is tough.
This is really tough. I'm not gonna lie. Let me go with the Raiders. Oh well.
All right, Cam. There's 4 teams available. If you get 2, you can steal this round. If not, goes to Bryant.
New York Giants.
Number 4.
See, I was thinking that, man.
They can't pass.
I was thinking of all the teams that can't pass, really.
I'm going to say Detroit, just because of Jamal Williams. I don't
Ooh.
know.
Cam's on fire. He takes the second round. The Lions
Let's
are number
go.
3.
Forgot about
We
that.
lit.
Dallas up there.
I was
Number
thinking
2.
Dallas.
Oh,
Really? See, I was
Number 2.
gonna say that, but I was like, Dak still throws it.
Number 2 and number 6 is the Cleveland Browns.
Yeah, I wouldn't have guessed that.
I wouldn't have guessed that. I was thinking Chicago over them.
Yep.
Yeah, see.
So
I was thinking of like the top rushing guys too.
Cam has 120, y'all. 120. Just saying.
He's essentially wins the game then.
Not necessarily. Not necessarily. What are you
Well,
talking
if
about?
one of us doesn't win this round, he does.
It's almost like that fourth one is going to be worth double points or something.
Oh, Lord. Here we go.
Oh, yeah. All right. All right, Cam. Your category is the top 6 players in the NBA minutes per game.
Oh, Jordan, you guessed. Didn't you say that?
And I sure did.
Good.
And I already know what that last one is too.
Because it's...
Luka.
Right.
Number 2.
Good one.
Tatum.
Number 3.
Your
Just gotta
boys
go
up
with
there.
these boys, man.
He literally played like 49 minutes the other night.
Yeah.
This is where it's tough.
Yeah, this is where it gets tough. Damian Lillard.
Dude plays logs a shit ton of minutes.
SGA. Julius Randle.
All right, Bryant. I need you. There's 4 left. I need 2 of them or 2 misses, and it goes to Jordan.
I know one. Pascal Siakam.
Number 1.
Yeah.
That's a good one. I have an ace in the hole if you don't guess him.
How many guesses do I get?
You got if you get one more
If you
right.
get one more right, you get the round. But
But I
if you
still
miss
get 3
2,
strikes.
2.
You got 2 strikes.
2 strikes. Yeah.
Oh,
We're
2
going
strikes.
second. We're going
Yeah.
second. It's 2 strikes.
I would have never guessed Pascal. Damn. That's a good one.
LeBron.
Solid guess, honestly.
This is so tough,
Really
dude.
solid. I think I have a good one.
You went Luka, Tatum,
And you got Pascal.
Pascal.
Luka,
Tatum,
It's 1, 2, 3.
Kyrie.
Ding, ding, ding.
And
Number 5. Bryant
Nailed it.
takes
Is
the round.
Van Vliet up there too?
Number 6.
Yeah.
Oh, I was gonna guess Butler. I know he logs a lot of minutes down there.
who is Fred Van Fleet's up there?
Yeah, he's 6th, and James
He
Harden.
plays a
is
lot
4th.
of fucking.
Toronto has like no rotation anymore.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's
And
true.
James
Makes
Harden is 4th.
Right
Damn.
out. Well, he
Okay.
does.
Yep.
He usually plays.
I
The whole
did
first
see a tweet
quarter,
the other
but-
day about Siakam. That's the only reason why I do that one.
Alrighty, so after 3 categories, Cam has 120 points, Bryant has 85, and Jordan does not have any points put up.
Okay.
We have our last category, and it's worth double. And
Sacks.
I'm gonna be fair, Jordan, you're gonna go first, buddy, and then Bryant's gonna be second, and Cam's last.
Okay.
All right. NFL sack leaders top 6
Oh, the player or team?
player.
Player. Nick Bosa.
Number 1.
Hassan Reddick.
Mhm.
Number 3.
I literally just looked at this list the other day. We were talking about defensive players.
Yeah, you better get it then.
Oh God. Judon.
Number 5.
Matthew Judon. Who's the other guy who was 16? Fuck.
Yeah,
There's
he
a second
balled
guy.
out.
There's a second guy who was 16. This is annoying.
Avon Thibodeau.
No, he was not up there. Brandon Graham had 11. Oh, this is annoying as shit. Joey Bosa? This is gonna bug me. Who had that other 16 sacks?
I know who one of them is.
God, this is bugging me the shit out of me. Fuck. Myles Garrett.
There.
Number
That's the one I know.
2.
He had. Okay, there it is. Yeah. Okay. Is it Landry Harold from Tennessee? Is he up there? Okay.
2 more, or Jordan, you're out of the game.
That's okay. I mean, this is if I get all 6, I'm pretty impressed with myself.
That'd be pretty impressive.
I think. This is annoying. Chubb, Bradley Chubb. See.
Actually, if it gets the Cam and Cam misses, Jordan gets the
Wait, what?
Wait, what happened?
And
Your
Family
what?
Feud. If the last person,
Oh.
if the other team gets it wrong, the first team gets the points.
Mm.
Bryant, there's
Really?
2 names.
Yeah,
You
I'm about
have
to say.
two misses available.
Mike Parsons.
Yeah, he didn't have that great
What the fuck?
year of sack total wise.
Chris Jones from Kansas City.
Ding, 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 ding.
There.
And number 4, we have number 6 left for the win.
JJ Watt.
Cam, for the win.
Dude,
Or
this
Jordan
is
wins.
wild.
I have no idea who it is.
Brian Burns. Damn.
Jordan is victorious.
I know who it is.
I want to guess again.
Do you?
Is
I mean, game's over, so.
Alex Highsmith, Pittsburgh.
Alex Highsmith from
Who
Pittsburgh.
the hell is that?
Yeah, who is that? I don't even know. Shit. Why didn't you say that before, Chief?
Because I was going through I thought JJ Watt had more than him, and same with Micah Parsons.
No, Micah Parsons didn't have
Fuck
that.
is
many
Alex
sacks.
Highsmith?
Is he a linebacker? As rusher or
He's a linebacker.
Looking him up
Every
now.
time I say a linebacker, I get it wrong. So I don't know.
Alex Highsmith? My goodness gracious.
He,
What do you have,
he balled
14?
out.
What do you have, 14?
I still don't know who this guy is. This is remarkable.
I
Yeah,
sat there.
no.
I was like, they're not gonna get Alex Highsmith.
0 times out of 0, I would get that right. Yeah.
He.
By the way, Michael Parsons had 13.5 and JJ Watt had 12.5. So
Yeah, those were good guesses.
No, not terrible guesses.
I thought Alex Highsmith was lower than him.
Brian
No,
Burns
they
had 12.5 too. Max
Brian
Crosby.
Burns is a monster.
Max
Yeah,
Crosby
I love that dude.
I mean, with how much teams pass nowadays, my gosh.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, we could talk about some NBA too.
Rui Hachimura!
If we're only doing one podcast.
Rui Hachi.
Yeah, I mean,
trade.
let's talk about that barn burner of a deal.
Woohoo!
I
Man,
think it's a steal.
I mean, it could work.
I really think I don't think he fit in with Washington after his injury that he had when he first started.
What do you consider a steal?
I think that trade is a steal for.
I mean, like
LA.
what is Rui gonna do in LA that makes it a steal?
I think he has higher potential than what Washington was using him as. I'm not saying he's Kyle Kuzma, but I'm saying he's definitely.
I've always envisioned him as like a 17 to 18 point a night guy. Like that's kind of his ceiling. So
I agree.
I mean, if he can give that next to LeBron, well,
is he gonna be better than Lonnie Walker?
Yeah, 100%.
I don't know about that, dude. Lonnie Walker's a nice player.
Lonnie Walker's nice, but I think Rui's better.
I think Rui is all hype and hasn't shown a goddamn thing.
Yeah, he hasn't. He's kind of been one of those Gonzaga guys that flames out in the league.
He was also injured for the first 2 seasons, basically.
I mean, that's a knack against him too. He's always hurt. You think they need that with Anthony Davis?
I'm about to say Anthony Davis. You're lucky if you get like 3/4 of the season.
What is this? This team is like 4/5 of the 2019-2020 Wizards.
Something like that. Yeah, I saw that. Yeah, they have like
Rui, Thomas Bryant, Bradley B, or not Bradley,
Westbrook Brown Jr.
Yeah, like they're the Wizards from 2 years ago.
Seriously,
LeBron James.
And they got 3 second-round picks now. Well, the Wizards do.
Yeah, the Wizards do.
Yeah, and they got Kendrick Nunn, guard, which
he's a nice rotation guard.
Yeah, he'll come off the bench.
Yeah, he's just a rotation player.
I mean, you have Monte Morris, Bradley Beal, and now you have
you have backup guard coming up.
Now you have Kendrick Nunn, and you get 3 second-round picks, which I mean,
they're second-round picks.
They're second-round picks in the NBA.
But never seen so many second-round picks in one trade from one team.
Yeah, that was just weird. But
yeah, but I mean, Rui wasn't going to do anything in Washington. I think was very. Yeah, so
he wanted out. But
does it move the needle for the Lakers? No.
I don't know.
No, like they're gonna have to need to make another move. I don't know what it could be.
They don't have much assets. Gave it all away to get Bron and AD, so
they don't want to trade those first-round picks. So I mean,
which I can't knock them, to be honest with you. Especially, I mean, that's how you build teams, is keeping those picks. Especially if they're that far off, you're thinking by then you might be bottom of the barrel.
It's gonna be, can we get rid of Russ?
Yeah, that's kind of the
only asset you really have, honestly.
Yeah.
Which I think I saw for the Spurs, it was like Russ and someone for Pirtle, Josh Richardson, and Doug McDermott.
I could see the Spurs taking him on just because he's the last year of his deal, correct? Am I right?
Yeah.
It's expiring contract. Like, they're not really going anywhere.
And the Lakers,
they don't want to go anywhere.
Pirtle and 2 shooters. That would be a really good trade, actually.
They need a bet. Well, how would he fit once AD comes back? I guess that would be the question.
AD can play the 4. AD just plays the 4.
No, I wouldn't even view him as a starter. Actually, I've always viewed him as like a really good backup in this league. So I'm thinking whoever trades for him. Yeah.
Oh, Pirtle's a starting center.
If you trade him to a team,
he's a backup.
You trade him to a team like that, he'll be a backup pick. Because I think they want to start AD at the 5. I think that's what they want to do.
I wouldn't.
Yeah,
I heard.
I mean, I agree with you that you could put AD at the 4.
They're the third worst team against centers this year. I'd put Pirtle and AD on the same line.
I mean, I don't argue that. I'm just
and Walker Kessler work out pretty fucking well.
What the fuck does he come in here?
I'm saying
too big.
Move
like two bigs playing together.
Yeah. I mean,
and we have to get our weekly walk.
You gotta make
sure. I don't think we've been on this podcast once without bringing up his name.
Was his name used last week?
Yes,
definitely.
He had a 2020 game last week.
I think he had a 2020 game, so we gave him props last week.
Of course.
Yeah.
And you know why? Because you weren't on the
funny,
podcast.
dude.
So maybe Brian needs to sacrifice himself for Walker Ball.
Wait.
It cracks me up.
Who Walker Kessler took over for Kelly Olynyk. What are we talking about here?
Walker Kessler's a star, man.
Do you think Laurie's a center? Or else this has nothing to do with AD and Pirtle being together.
They're playing. Laurie could play center. What do you mean?
Small ball lineup.
Yeah,
small ball lineup.
Yeah, and a small ball, sure.
I mean, a lot of
the Bulls played Laurie at center almost weekly.
That's probably why he didn't flourish.
That's why he left and became a superstar.
No, he didn't leave.
Superstar.
He got.
Laurie Markkanen's a super.
I wouldn't say superstar.
I would say star. He's definitely an all-star.
He's a superstar.
The guy next to him, though, that's starting now is definitely a superstar.
Laurie Markkanen.
And his name is
Jordan Clarkson.
Walker fucking Kessler. No, Jordan Clarkson. Couldn't even wipe.
Colin Sexton, people, come on.
Now we're going down a fucking rabbit hole of shit.
Come on now.
We went down a rabbit hole when you said superstar and Walker Kessler.
All right, but where do we think Conley and Beasley end up? Because they're the hot names asking to get traded. Well, they're the hot names being inquired about.
Beasley's a nice
Beasley's a Nick. He's a Nick.
I mean, Conley would be a nice pickup for somebody too, as a guard coming off the bench.
Why doesn't he get hate for saying he's going to the Knicks? God forbid I bring up the GOAT.
Because we know the Knicks really don't have anything to trade.
Because I brought up last week saying you could trade Cam.
That's a lot. No, I lied.
I said you could trade Cam Reddish and like a first rounder for Malik Beasley.
They would definitely do that.
Yeah.
We're coming off the bench.
Yeah, you get a nice bench piece off the bench. I mean, is it gonna happen? Who the hell knows? But like Beasley could go to the Knicks.
Beasley's a Knick,
sixth seed.
What about Conley as your backup point guard?
In the midst of blowing another lead.
Man, he really needs a backup point guard right now.
I don't really. Yeah.
I mean, who is the next backup point guard though? For real.
Right now, I guess Emmanuel Quickly. Yeah.
Do you want Quickly at the 1 or the 2? I always envision him as more of a scorer.
The 1 because Quentin Grimes is the 2, but
that's fair enough.
I don't know. It's really Miles McBride comes off the bench. He's been kind of crappy, so I don't know.
I mean, a team that's definitely going to make the playoffs is going to be a team that trades for Conley because you want a good, solid backup point guard come playoff time.
Yeah.
Or somebody who could spot start if your team's kind of struggling. You could switch it up a little bit.
The Milwaukee Bucks.
That would be very interesting. That would actually be very.
George Hill their backup?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, I'd rather take Conley than George Hill.
For sure. And then and you could switch it up if you want to, and just kind of run Conley with the 1s and still give Drew his starter minutes if you wanted to tinker it up a little bit.
That's actually get Mike Conley.
I mean, that could work. I mean, I kind of like how Shake's been playing this year so far. He's kind of been solid as that backup guard. And the way they stagger minutes with Harden, they don't really run too many minutes without him running the point. So, but I mean, if the Sixers made a move for Conley, I wouldn't hate it.
It's kind of weird. So, the Pistons are one of the worst teams in the league, and there's not really much talk about trade. It was Bojan, but that's kind of cooled down.
Yeah.
I feel like Toronto is going to move some pieces.
Yeah, I would love to know that mystery team who offered 3 first-round picks for OG.
Yeah, for OG. Yeah.
The Mavericks.
Probably the Bulls being fucking stupid.
It's not.
Not everything goes back to Chicago.
And not everything goes back to New York. Do you two understand this?
Come on.
Do you two understand this? What I'm saying right now? Not everything goes to the Bulls and the Knicks and the Giants and the Bears.
I apologize. It's definitely going to Charlotte, and they're trading away their first fucking round pick this year.
I'd fucking
Charlotte's shopping vets. They've got some vets they can give away and get some assets.
If we can get rid of Gordon Hayward, that's great. Get rid of Terry Rozier. Get rid of Kelly Oubre. I mean,
Rozier's been linked to the Suns. I don't know how true that is, but I just saw it.
I saw him and Jalen, which, me personally, I don't want Jalen gone, but apparently they want to re-sign PJ Washington because this franchise is moronic. But,
that's rough. I'd rather sign Jalen over PJ because you got length at least defensively.
I would too. The PJ's inconsistent. I don't like it. And
I'm about to say, what does PJ really?
Don't get me wrong. Once we trade one of them, it opens up playing time for Kai Jones, who I think needs a chance. But
I think that's what they want to do. They definitely want to give the young guys a chance to see who they got in house.
Yeah. But not sold on PJ Washington. bit.
I'm about to say, what does he bring consistently that you're like, yeah, I can trust that?
I mean, he plays some decent defense, but I mean, scoring wise, who the hell knows? And
But
Could
like,
the Mavs be the suitor for OG?
it pop 1,000% could be up there. They should be at least.
That might be the one. That might be the one.
That's what I think it is.
Like, what other teams would?
But
really
I think
offer?
they're already linked to him. And this said mystery teams.
Are
so
they?
I really don't know. Yeah. I mean, Dallas has to get someone along with Luka. No disrespect to Dinwiddie or Christian Wood, but
No, they need someone. We all agree.
Really
on that.
quality NBA, like really quality starter.
because I honestly I don't think Luka's like Dirk and is like the super loyal. I'm gonna be here my whole career. I don't think Luka's gonna do that. He's gonna be like, nah, give me my rings, damn it. Like,
Yeah,
if I put up 35-point triple doubles for this team and I get no help, I'm sitting there like, no, I know how good I am. I need to dip.
Bring back the Supersonics and send Luka off to the Supersonics.
Could you imagine?
Seriously?
Could you imagine if Denver was just like, we'll give you Jamal Murray and MPJ and like 1 or 2 firsts for Luka?
I wouldn't want to play that team.
Luka and Jokic.
Although,
finessed white boys in all of basketball.
Yeah. What are you giving up defensively though by having those two in the court at the same time?
Literally.
I mean, yeah, but
no, I mean, that would be
you'd have Aaron Gordon, who's a great defender.
I feel like those two would fight over triple doubles. Like, no, you pass the ball. Nope. You pass the ball.
Dude, they could just run pick and roll the whole time. They'll just be like, we'll just get defenders, we'll run pick and roll, no one else has to score.
It would be interesting to see how one of those plays without the ball in their hands predominantly. I think it would be very intriguing.
I mean, Jokic plays without the ball a lot. Like, Jamal Murray still controls the ball.
Same.
Like, Jokic gets the ball in the post a lot. And then he just happens to find something there. Like, it's not like he's bringing the ball up.
I feel like every time I watch the Knicks, Jokic is bringing the ball up. Or the Nuggets.
No, watch more.
It's not all about the Knicks.
Yeah, I don't know why. It's not all about the Knicks. They're going to have the 6th seed, so.
If we're lucky. The way we blow games.
I mean, it happens.
I mean,
but no, that'd be an interesting combo.
It's not like the Rockets are going to give up anyone besides like Eric Gordon.
Eric Gordon's a quality.
Yeah, Eric Gordon wants out.
And then a good team would love him.
I think.
Or you send him to the Hawks.
I think Charlotte, maybe Toronto, if their plan is to blow it up, and the Spurs are like the 3 teams that teams are going to be honing in on. They're like, what do you got?
Yeah,
they're good players out. Yeah,
because like the Spurs, I think are just probably Keldon Johnson and Devin
Vassell, yeah.
And Toronto, like you said, they could just be like, all right, like
this is the end of our window. We got to rebuild, retool.
Because like you're gonna keep Siakam, you're gonna keep Scotty Barnes. I think that's the only 2 players that are like, yeah, we're running with these guys. We can get rid of Gary Trent. We can get rid of Van Vliet. We can get rid of
Gary Trent's a piece to watch because that's a really good player on a good team. He is good. He gets going. He can shoot.
I saw, like I said, I saw something. I didn't know if it was true or not, but it was like Jalen McDaniels and someone for Gary Trent Jr. to Charlotte, and I was just like, sure.
Yeah, because he's still young too. Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, and then if we trade Rozier, like, boom, there's a starting shooting guard.
So who does Boston trade for? Because Boston always finds a way to get someone really good at the deadline.
Do they need anyone? Does Boston need anyone?
They don't need anybody, but they'll still find a way to pick up a solid piece. Like, I mean, like
Malcolm Brogdon's one of the best 6 men in the game.
Yeah,
you're running Grant Williams, Robert Williams, Al Horford. You have Tatum, you have Brown, you have Derek, Peyton Pritchard. I mean,
does Horford start or does he come off the bench?
He starts. I think Robert Williams comes off the bench.
I think it depends on the night, but yeah, for the most part.
Horford's been good this year.
He's such a weird player, though.
He is the weirdest player.
Been a weird player.
He's good for Boston. He's played good for Boston ever since he left Atlanta. Go anywhere else, he's not that. But go to Boston, he's got the magic.
I mean, he was good in Atlanta.
I mean, the only reason Philly...
He just wasn't good in Philly. He just wasn't good.
Yeah, but that's...
No, it wasn't. Well, he didn't really play for Oklahoma City either, so...
Yeah, I mean that was just like yeah.
Well, that's another
Thanks.
Philadelphia. Let's go get somebody, PJ Tucker, and see what happens.
No,
Hey,
let's
man.
go get the person that owns Joel Embiid. That's what that was.
Well,
this
they
year
did.
he does not.
This
Brett-
year he does not. But,
They've only played once so far, so.
but I'm just saying that was the reason that they wanted him.
Well,
It's
Brett
'cause
Brown didn't run that at all. They totally botched that one, but that's what the Sixers did for 4 years. So it's all right.
I'm trying to think like. I think the Clippers need a guard. I think the Clippers could go after Rozier
They could.
because I don't think they would need Eric Gordon. I mean Eric Gordon just.
Conley makes sense over. Well, no. Well, Wall's
You have
didn't like.
Wall and Reggie Jackson
I'm about to say.
and Mike Conley. They really need
Well,
a shooting guard. They don't really have a
Yeah.
shooting guard.
Oladipo's always out there. That I feel like he's one of those pieces that could be a sneaky steal.
Could that be the mystery team for OG? So that'd be interesting.
The Miami?
Paul, George, and Kawhi. Oh my gosh.
Oh, okay. I thought you were talking
Clippers.
about Miami.
I was too. I was kind of confused.
No.
Where does he fit?
He could play a 4. He could play the 4. He's more of a 3, but he could play that 4.
But they're gonna want Marcus Morris. Like he's been producing all year.
I was thinking more towards like Atlanta.
Atlanta's another one.
John Collins is
You
going
have to get rid of John Collins. Well, apparently today they sat there and they said we're comfortable keeping Collins if we can get the right. Yeah.
Was Collins the one that wanted to leave, or did he just want his bag?
He want his bag.
Yeah.
The Hawks don't want.
Yeah, the Hawks don't want.
But the Hawks want any of their players?
But the Hawks put up so big of a price tag that everyone was like, no, go away.
Yeah.
Because they wanted the Rudy Gobert trade for John Collins. So I was like,
good luck with
that one. You're not getting that one. You're not getting that one, bud.
No, sir. No, sir.
I want to go on record. I hate the Hawks.
Yeah, no, I didn't like them.
I'm right there with you.
I'm still.
They're so hateable. They really
franchise.
are.
I don't think anyone likes the Hawks besides Hawk fans.
Yeah,
That's
well,
true.
I don't even think they like the Hawks, to be honest with you.
They might not, honestly.
They have probably the most hated player in the league right now on their team.
Oh,
That's
easily.
I hated him.
You know, it sucks because I really liked him at Oklahoma. Like
Me
Trae Young
too.
at Oklahoma was fun to watch.
He was fun to watch. Now
I enjoyed it. I enjoyed watching him at Oklahoma.
Never did.
Me too. I enjoyed it too.
I didn't.
Now, could part of that be because he bounced my team because my team choked it away? Yeah, absolutely.
Julius Randle went 36 and 14.
Yeah, no, he's he's killing it.
Dude, he's balling.
He could get into the All-Star. I mean, he's been
What's
disgusting.
1,000%?
I'm telling you this right now. If he doesn't make the All-Star game, that's absurd.
Like
Walker Kessler deserves to be over Julius Randle.
I'm about to meet you.
But for real, Walker Kessler will be in Salt Lake City though, because he'll be in the Rising Stars game.
Yeah, he will.
Yeah.
All right, so let's look at Julius Randle since Jesus Christ. Wow. I mean,
Dude, his rebounds are off the charts this year. I don't know what's going on with him.
So he has 36 and 14 tonight. 23-19, 32-9, 14-15, 21-15, 42-15, 23-16, 14-16, 25-16, 32-11, 25-13, 28-16, 35-12, 41-11, 29-18. And I mean, I could keep going. Like, this man has been on a ever since December 7th. This man has been on a stupid tear.
And his assist totals aren't anything bad either. Like, he's averaging probably like 6 assists over that time span.
I would like to throw this out there that his overs for rebounds are still at 10.5.
Well, they're at 12.5 now.
Tonight I went to bed, it was 10.5.
They were 12.5 for me. What the hell?
They were
Vucevic was at 12.5, and I almost threw my phone out the window.
Fuck Vucevic, because I took him over 30.5 points and rebounds. He had 12 and 8 at half, and then didn't do anything until the fourth quarter, and ended with 28. I hate Nikola. I hate him.
Love Vucevic.
And Pat Williams is back to scoring under 10 points. Welcome to Chicago.
There's no shocker there. There's no shocker there, bro.
I think the Bulls blow up.
I mean, they're probably thinking that after this year.
I think everyone knows.
No, I'm hoping trade deadline. I want to see all of them just like fucking divert like the Red Sea.
That would make the trade deadline fun.
That's what I'm saying.
Do you guys own your first round pick this year? You didn't trade, did you?
Who the fuck knows? We probably gave it away for some tin can or something.
It was for Alex Caruso, right?
That wouldn't surprise me. Who's untradeable.
Untradeable.
Him and Pat Williams.
Him and Pat Williams are untradeable.
Honestly.
Let's go.
It's so funny, man.
All right, Jordan, let's find this out. We're almost at an hour and a half.
Yeah, no. So they have a first round pick from Portland this year.
That could be lottery.
Could be.
Where did they get that from?
Is it?
I'll be honest. I feel like these teams just pick picks out of the air sometimes.
Yeah.
I'm like, where the fuck do these come from?
All right, yeah. So it's a good thing you got that because your first round pick's going to Orlando. Yeah, your first round pick's going to Orlando, and your second round pick's forfeited. You're sending a second round pick to Washington. So yeah, it's a good thing you got that pick from Portland. So really, I don't think you can blow it up yet because you got nothing to build with.
Oh, man.
But we have Lonzo somewhere.
Actually, so that's a lottery protected pick too. So if it lands in the lottery, you don't have a first round. You don't have a pick at all.
Oh, what the hell?
Welcome to the Bulls.
Oh wait. So yeah, and if it's protected, your outgoing picks protected 1 through 4. So unless you get a top pick, you're not getting that pick either. So you might want to blow it up. You literally might just want to start.
I mean, you might
Alex
as well.
Caruso.
Anyone.
And it's protected 1 through 3 next year. So
guys, the Knicks closed out a game.
Hallelujah. It's not all about the Bulls and the Knicks.
Oh, it is. We just beat Cleveland. Screw you, Donovan. That's what you get for not coming here.
Hey, the Sixers just went 5-0 on a West Coast trip. Shut up, and we're second in the East.
All right, now that we're only talking about our own teams, I think it's time to call it.
Yeah. Anyway,
for you, it is.
Go Bulls. No picks. Woo!
I don't want all the biasness on the podcast. I know we have.
Blow it up, Brian. Got nothing to build with.
I get it.
I think if it was up to Brian, he'd call up the Windy City Bulls to come play in the NBA.
Hey,
I mean, Dalen Terry and
I do like Terry. Terry's a nice young player.
What's the other guy? Sabotovic, however the fuck you say his name. He's got 400 fucking vowels in there. No
this man says Sabonovic, a mix between Sabonis and Vucevic.
He's got He's
a hybrid.
Hold on, I got it. Let me look. I want to figure it out.
He's got so many vowels in there.
All right, since we've all talked about our team, how about women
on a
Hornets jersey?
I mean, that'd be dope. How about LaMelo? That'd be disgusting.
That would be sick.
Him and LaMelo pick and roll for the next 10 years. Let's go.
Yeah.
Very interesting.
I told you,
Gary
LaMelo
Trent in the wing.
Much longer.
Yeah, he'll be out of the league.
Shut your fucking whore mouth, Bryant.
They're playing video games with LiAngelo.
Anthony Edwards for dunk
and Lonzo, because Lonzo hasn't played in 2 years.
I said Anthony Edwards for the dunk contest. They're still looking for a 4th.
Oh, that's not gonna happen.
I mean,
hope and
pray.
You know what? Fuck it. We can keep going.
Yeah, let's just.
Did you hear Aaron? Did you hear the pompous, pretentious little bitch of Aaron Gordon?
No, what did he say?
Oh, what did he say?
I will go to the dunk contest if I'm an all-star. Shut the fuck up.
Oh, wow.
Shut the fuck up.
All right, entitled
let's start voting, people. Let's go.
I sat there and I was like, dude, if you have to beg people to go to the all-star, you're not an all-star.
You're not an all-star. You don't deserve to be there.
Please stop, dude.
I would love to see him get that dunk contest trophy he's been robbed of. He should have won it in Chicago.
Dude, he could do like a regular two-handed dunk and they'd give it to him. Be like, oh, you got screwed.
Yeah, well, I mean, to be fair, in Chicago he did. Like 100% got
okay, and you know what? Let's talk about this, because I don't think we don't really talk college or anything like that usually.
Yo, give me March Madness. Let's go.
I want y'all's takes, because I don't really think we've talked about it, on Bronny James.
I'm sick of hearing it already.
Yeah, I'm honestly like I'm tired of the whole James family. So, just my opinion. I can't stand LeBron. You all know that.
Do you want to know? Okay, there's reasons why I don't like LeBron, and we'll get into it one day.
I saw what you put on Twitter.
Oh my god, this.
I didn't see
yeah,
this.
I'll call any college and they'll
he
take
said
Bronny.
Bronny can go to any college he wants, right?
If I
and
call.
I was just like okay, but then he said all I have to do is pick up the phone and make a call, and
I'm sure
I'm
that
just
wasn't
like,
fake.
no, it was real.
Because that's illegal, I think.
Well, with NIL deals, I don't really think anything's off.
Yeah,
the
I
table.
think you can't.
There's nothing.
You can't just be like, "Hey, I'm LeBron James. My son's going to your college."
Of course you could.
Well, they have to offer him a scholarship first. If they offered him a scholarship,
Bro, it's the NCAA. You know how corrupt them motherfuckers are.
Yeah.
well, they opened the
Just
can of
as
worms with
FIFA.
NIL, so
Oh yeah, the NIL. Yeah,
it basically took all integrity out of it,
I'm
which
sorry,
I don't mind.
The NIL's the death of college because of how much they can get. If they, dude, millions should not happen.
No, absolutely not. And I don't think they should be able to sign an NIL until they're on a college campus. Like it shouldn't be part of the recruiting ploy.
Like,
that kind of takes away.
There should have been a cap that's like, for the top tier, like 200,000. I've been like, okay.
Yeah, and if you're a generational guy, like 500,000, that's fine. You'll make your millions when you go to the league.
But like this kid, the Rashida kid from Florida, had a $13 million NIL deal before he even stood on campus.
Yeah,
it fell through, and that's why he's leaving. But I'm just like 13
which
million?
is another that's.
I was like, reason. You're not even a 5-star. You're a 4-star, and you're gonna get 13 million NIL deal.
Yeah, no, it's I'm all for kids profiting off their image, like in their likeness, if they're a good player, and people want to pay them. That's fine, but like, let them play first. Let them get on campus. Like, you know what I mean?
But yeah, I was like, LeBron, you pretentious douchebag, to say all I have to do is make a call. That means your son can't go anywhere. You know that?
Like, he's a fool, man.
I mean, his son's not terrible. He's a solid little basketball player.
No, he's the 94th ranked recruit. So I mean,
94.
Really? Last time I saw he was like 30 something.
90.
It's 94.
He's up there.
It's 94.
He's up there.
Unless it wasn't updated. I just looked it up because I was trying to look up his stats this year. Said he was the 8th ranked player in California.
Man, I don't know what to say about that. Like,
I mean,
LeBron's just sitting there, just waiting for him to enter the league, and might be a while. But
I can't stand that LeBron's like, if you pick my son, I'm gonna come play for you. Go away.
247 Sports has him as the 33rd ranked player in the class.
Okay, it might have been. I saw something. I don't know if it.
I mean, it could be ESPN.
Updated. I don't know.
I mean, this was updated
because I know he's gotten better this year.
Yeah, no, he's not bad. I mean, last time I saw it was between Oregon, USC, and Ohio State, which I'm like, Ohio State makes sense.
That's just top 3.
Yeah, and USC is kind of by where he lives now. And Oregon
is it weird that the day or hours after he made his top 3, Ohio State came out with a LeBron James jersey on Fanatics?
Weird.
Really? A guy that's never fucking played for you?
Yeah. No, it's yeah, I didn't see LeBron say that. That's kind of fucked up. But like, your kid was gonna get offers regardless. So relax, Chief. You don't got to be that arrogant and come out and say it.
Yeah, but dude,
no, it's
LeBron's setting Bronny up for fucking fit.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Because if that kid's not a close to all-star level, he's gonna get destroyed.
Who's the youngest one? I think the youngest one is
Bryce.
Bryce. I think he's better.
I think the weight
is better. Bryce is already taller than Bronny.
Yeah,
Bryce.
He's like 6'5".
Bryce hit a growth. He's like 6'7". He's like 6'6", 6'7". He already hit a growth spurt. Yeah. No, Bronny. I mean, he's not going to be like his dad. Obviously, like that's a high order. I mean,
I'm gonna stay in the league, and me and Bronny are gonna go wherever Bryce gets drafted.
No, I mean,
he's a tool, man.
I hope for his sake, old man and a young kid.
well, unfortunately, that old man can still play with the best of them. So, I mean, it'd be a different story if he was like totally like, dude, like regressing.
Yeah, he's
so
not washed, obviously. So,
I mean, I hope for Bronny's sake he does play really well next year wherever he goes to college, just so that he can say like, all right, I'm a good player, because he is a really good player. He's more of a defender, point guard. He could handle the rock a little bit. I mean, his athleticism's definitely improved over the past few years. So I hope he plays well.
I have a feeling he's going to be like a TJ McConnell.
I think D Wade's kid's better. Where's he going?
Zaire.
I don't even know.
Zaire.
Is he in this class or next year's class?
He's filthy.
I think
he is filthy, dude.
Yeah. And then you got Carmelo's boy, like all the freaking.
Yeah, no, I think
that
the
whole
next
class just coming in.
The next Suns that are gonna be really good are those the Boozer boys. They're
oh yeah, they're freaking 15.
Cameron, I think he's already 6'9". He's good. That kid's got some skill, yeah. So got a lot going on. Is this Ron Harper's kid? No shot. That's sick.
Yeah, probably.
Elia Kadu. Yeah. So yeah. I hope for for Bronny's sake.
Zaire's class of 2021.
Yeah, I thought he already.
Yeah.
I thought he already came out. Where is he at?
Salt Lake City Stars of the G League.
Oh. Yeah, that's right. He went to. I think he went to USC. Or did he go to Stanford?
I honestly didn't know. I won't even lie to you.
Dang, that's actually crazy. I had no idea.
Yeah, I thought he was. Oh, okay. Well, F me.
Yeah, there goes that.
It's okay. You win some, you lose some.
And then Carmelo's boy Keon, he's only 15, so he's got a few years. All right. That was a longer episode than usual, but again, we're only down to one episode a week. So, on that note, we will, again, Thursday, no go. Next Tuesday, 8:30 p.m. Eastern, we will be back. We'll have our Super Bowl.
We'll have a Super Bowl breakdown.
Once again, if you like the video, subscribe. We're still one away from 20. It's a big deal for us, okay? It's a big deal.
That's right. Somebody subscribe.
Check us out on Twitter. Follow us on Twitter as well.
Yes.
Once again, thank you to the BBC member, Justin Fields, today.
Thank you, Justin.
Thanks for the number one overall pick, Justin.
I think that was a good guess for Bryant.
It was a good guess.
Definitely brought some juice. I felt it.
All right. For Cam, Jordan, Bryant, and myself, we thank you. And Cam,